If you guys are looking for a fun place just to talk about my team, hang out with some friends, and just talk positive about this game, feel free to join the Discord link in the description down below. Me and my friends started a server that does consist of a lot of different YouTubers and a lot of you guys in the community where everybody just talks, has a great time, and hangs out. So feel free to go ahead and pull up. We have a lot of different channels where you guys can hang out. You guys can talk about different stuff. You guys can promote your channels in here. Anything that has to do with positivity in this community, feel free to pull up, join, hang out. The link is in the description down below. Best starter player here in NBA 2K22 Myteam, man. Let's go ahead and break this down over who you guys should choose. I'm going to be giving you guys a few reasons why you should choose this person, because trust me, they are going to help you guys out a lot in the beginning stages of my team. They're obviously not going to be used for anything further than that. However, you are actually able to acquire all 5 of these guys that do actually end up locking in for the very first historic coach, but I do believe that this person is going to be the best. The reason why this person is the best starter card that I think you guys should go for is for multiple reasons. Now, first things first, what I'm going to say is it does basically cover every single position. And by basically, I mean it does actually cover every single position. You have Trae Young, you have Donovan Mitchell, you have Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, and Nicole Yokic. Now, I'm going to have this make as much sense as possible to you guys as I fumble over my words. You know, you just can't even make that up. But I think this is going to be making so much sense for you guys that honestly it might even make you change your mind a little bit. Now right away, again, every single one of these cards is going to be obtainable, so you are going to be able to get every single one. So don't worry if you end up choosing one because you want to, like say maybe you want Tatum, go for Tatum. Maybe you want Zion, go for Zion. Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Jokic, whoever you want, go for it. Also, there is actually evos on these cards, and those evos I think are going to determine who truly is the best evo, or not best evo, but best starter card to really get in the beginning of my team. Now, first things first, as much as you guys are going to want me to say, you know what, take Jason Tatum, take Donovan Mitchell, take Trae Young, it is not going to be any of those 3. Now, there is a reason why for that. In the beginning of the year, those positions are so easy to find a really good budget card, especially because position locks are going to return this year, as far as I know at least. And also with that, Donovan Mitchell is going to be kind of at the 2. You really want to run Donovan Mitchell at the 1. Trae Young might be fire if you obviously evo him up and he will be able to shoot. But again, that point guard position is going to be so saturated. There's going to be so many guys, like budget players, that you can pick up. There's already a few in mind that I'm not really going to say yet. But again, I'm not really going to even worry about guys like Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell. Again, same thing. There's going to be so many budget guys you guys can have instead of them too. Tatum, I will full on admit I could be wrong about, depending on what his evo really is. If it obviously is slashing, if it is, shooting boost, whatever it is, I could be wrong. But as of right now, based on what we can see, I'm going to rule those 3 out. Now, for the past 2 years, I have said multiple times that there was truly only one really good starter player, and that is actually going to change this year. This is actually going to be the first time ever that I'm going to be giving you guys 2 options here in the starter thing of who I think you guys should choose. And that is obviously going to be between Zion Williamson and Nicole Yokic. The reason why is because in the beginning of the year, I don't think shooting is going to be all that great. I hope I'm wrong, really. But I truly don't think shooting is going to be that great, because I don't think they're going to have high enough ratings to really be knocking down half-court threes and everything like that. So you really want a guy that can attack the rim. Zion is one of those guys that gets the glitchiest dunk animations in this game, and I personally think that his evo is going to be one of the easiest ones to do. The reason why is Zion Williamson. I think his evos are going to be centered something around rebounds and dunks. I think that's just what it's going to be, or maybe even points in the paint or something like that, which could even work out. If it's dunks and points in the paint, you're obviously going to do them at the same time. Life will be great. So with that being said, I think Zion is going to be one of the, or basically half of the best, because you're going to need a guy to slash, especially when you're going through domination and spotlight challenges and maybe even triple threat. You're going to need a guy that can get you a bucket in the paint, because again, I think that's where people are really going to need that additional scoring. And also, Zion has some really good defensive animations in the game. Literally, he was shown in the trailer getting a pin block off the backboard or something like that. It was either a pin block or a volleyball spiked it out of bounds. Whatever it was, Zion is getting those nice block animations. So honestly, one guy I'm going to tell you guys to go for is Zion Williamson. Now, the other one I'm going to say is Nicole Yokic. Nicole Yokic is going to be a key player to have, I think, in the beginning of the, in the year here. Now, the reason why I think Jokic could be kind of crucial is for two reasons. One, he is going to be a shooting big man that you could potentially use once evoed up. When he's evoed up, I could see him having a high 70s, maybe low 80s 3-ball, and in the beginning of the year, that can actually come in handy. Not only that though, I mean, his release may not be the best right away, but when you're playing up against the computer, you don't really need like a top tier release. So he will be able to stretch the floor for you, maybe give you like that 5-out opportunity. But not only that, you're going to have a good big man with rebounding. And that's going to be really crucial in the beginning of the year. I've talked about this so much. Like last year, so many people were like, oh, you know, you got to take Wade, you got to take AI, you got to take all these different players. And I kept saying, you have to take Shaq. And everyone's like, Bio, he can't shoot. That is true. But you know who carried me through domination? Shaq. You know why? Because that man was in the paint, snagging rebounds, knocking down dunk after dunk. I mean, he was literally blocking shots left and right. And that is what I think Jokic is going to be able to do for you as well. And that is why I do believe that Zion and Jokic are your two best options to really succeed in the beginning of the year. I think as far as offline grinding goes, they are going to have the best success for you. If you are honestly going to head right into online and stuff like that, maybe you go Zion, maybe you go Tatum, but overall, I'm saying Jokic and Zion are your two best options. As far as Jokic's Evos go, I think Jokic's, Evos requirements or whatever that you're going to need, probably going to be centered around rebounds, probably going to be centered around assists, and obviously probably centered around points as well. A lot of, money plays that I do come up with for you guys for domination for these spotlights do actually revolve around your big men knowing how to pass. And Jokic actually having a high passing, rating could actually come in handy as well. Because again, this is a brand new game, brand new mechanics. So there is a good, they did talk about how the defensive AI is going to be improved. So maybe some of these money plays, you need actually, a big man that can make those passes. So again, I think that this is going to be really crucial. Now, I know you could sit here and say the same thing where in the beginning of the year, budget guys, maybe they have, they're pretty saturated too, right? Depending on what you're looking for, realistically, we're looking at Jokic as a guy who can rebound and who can block some shots. Sure. Some guys right away that I'm thinking of, Mitchell Robinson, DeAndre Jordan, James Wiseman. A lot of these, gold, maybe emerald players, that are in the game. They could potentially be, budget guys for them. But honestly, Jokic, I still think is going to be my choice. I am kind of flip-flopping back and forth of who I'm going to take. But like I said, you do have the ability to get all of them anyway. So I don't really think it matters. Honestly, I'm going to probably try to grind, get all 5 of them as quick as possible and get them anyway. And then actually make a breakdown video of, their Evos and everything like that. Because maybe that'll actually help you guys out in the future. But as far as this one goes, I'm voting Jokic all day. I think Jokic truly is the best choice for you guys to go ahead and pick. But you guys let me know down below in the comments who you guys are going to pick as your starter player, man. You guys going to go with the slasher / shooter and Tatum, the slasher undersized wing and Donovan Mitchell, maybe a knockdown point guard and Trae Young. Honestly, I could be wrong about Trae Young too. I want to throw this out there. Trae Young for offline could actually be deadly as well. Depending on what the meta is, he actually could have a fire jump shot and could kind of carry you throughout everything. So I could be wrong about Trae Young. We will see. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, peace.